going to be a long one. So settle in, grab a cuppa, get your stitching, and let's just dive right on in. Last video, I showed my diary, and I haven't been very good at using it. I did write out all the stuff I wanted to talk about, but because I kept getting delayed, it's all a schmozzle now. So I'm just gonna roll with it, and then hopefully if I miss something, it'll be here. So oh my gosh, best new thing. I have so many best new things that I don't even know where to start. One of them is what I was going to start with, I think, but I think it's too good to be a best new thing. I think it's too good. So let's just, do we see the cotton that is there? That, I walked past a local florist and I saw it there, and I walked in, I said, is that cotton? And they said yes. And I just think that is so fabulous. And they were selling them like per branch, and then they were going to do a floral arrangement, and they just didn't have the right flowers to go with it. So I just ended up buying the cotton, and I think it looks so good right there like that. How cool is that? And it's dried, so it's gonna last ages. So that's one of my best new things, because I have to put it away. I've pulled it out because it's nighttime. I think my screensaver's changing stuff, so let me just stop it from doing that. It was, the kids are too into it, so I have to put it away when they're about. I'm just grabbing stuff that's closest to hand. If it's a whip, it's a whip. If it's not, I'm sorry. Look at these socks. It's winter here in Canberra in Australia, and they are super fluffy and super warm, but I kind of felt that they were, I know they're supposed to be like snowflakes, but aren't they just Quakery to you? So they look like cross stitch, so I had to get them. So they're my new socks. So there's two best new things. I want to get to this at the beginning, because it's going to be a long one. This one. Sorry, like I said, I have a pile of stuff. So, Needlecraft Danny sent me a package, and she really, really, really didn't need to. But this is one of the most thoughtful and wonderful gifts that I have ever received, and I am so, so grateful. This is just a beautiful, beautiful little package. So she sent me some chocolate, which I have been very good at not eating. So isn't that, looks so yummy. I don't know what percentage cacao it is, because it's all in German. But, and this little lolly, which I also haven't tried, which I'm really keen to try. It feels like hard candy. I'm super excited about it. So I got some yummies, which I can now eat. But she also sent me, it's got a message, and I'm not going to show you the message, but this beautiful, beautiful card. And I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, so I'm not going to butcher it. But isn't that just a gorgeous building? That's so, so nice. And she gave me a little bit of details about it. It's the city centre with the marketplace and some old houses. It's just, I'm not going to read the card because that's personal. And then she sent me these little kits. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at the owl. Now, I don't know if if you meant this. I'm not, these feel very personal to me because I mentioned on one of my videos how birds were really, really personal, just randomly through my Jabba Jabba. And they're both birds. So that's so thoughtful. Thank you so much. And then the kicker, she sent me 5. There's only 4 here now, and you'll see why. Of Anchor. And another thing I mentioned in one of my videos, and I don't know if that's exactly why, but I don't use DMC Black. I use Anchor Black because I think it has better coverage, and that just really this was the thing that got me, because she's paid enough attention, and that's really what matters, isn't it? It's people thinking of you when they're coming up with these, like when they're thinking of a gift and stuff or whatever. It's just that thought of you, and that just means so much. So thank you. I really wanted to put that, like, do this really soon in the video. This is really special, and I'm a bit all funny now. So, yeah, thank you. Whew. Okay, so I wanted to show that. So thank you, Danielle. Thank you. What are we gonna grab now? I suppose I should grab a whip, hey? Let's swing across and grab a whip. What should we start with? Actually, let's just do stuff you've seen before, and then we'll move on. So, it's late at night. So kids are in bed, so I'm hoping they stay asleep because, again, hubby's at work. So he can't tend to them. So, we have a page finish. Page finish on Santa. I worked out that if I do, is it 230? Something like that. It's in there somewhere. 230 stitches when my rotation comes up each day. So there's a rotation of 7 days a month. If I do that on Santa, it'll be finished by Christmas. Now that sounds pretty doable to get 7 days in a month on Santa. But so far this month, I have stitched 4 days in July. And it is 19th? The 19th of July. And I've stitched 4 days. So, while that would be doable, don't know. Because I made plans. I did upper rotation, and of course, as soon as I did upper rotation, that was it. It wasn't going to happen. It wasn't. But anyway. I'm still going to try and do a rotation. Some months it doesn't happen, some months it does. So that was Christmas present stocking by Aida. I'm not going to insert any pictures there. Or maybe I'll insert what it was going to be like before. But I don't know. When I feel like I've got page finishes and stuff, I'm like, nah, you don't need it. You probably do still. Let's just roll with it. Hopefully I can do that. Hopefully I can get it finished. I'd like to have it finished by November, but all over the place. There's a stitching retreat. There's a stitching retreat in Mittagong, which is just under 2 hours away from me. That's totally doable. So most of the time stitching retreats are like, Australia's pretty big, like as in its actual land mass. So even if it's in Australia, it's not close. Like it could be 15 hours away driving or something like that. You know, like a long way, or you'd have to pay for plane tickets and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's I don't know. This seems like a lot, and there doesn't seem to be that much happening. But there's one happening in Mittagong, and I have paid for my ticket. I need to organise my accommodation, but I don't know how it's going to work yet because Alex is still breastfeeding. Husband's offered. He said if you express enough milk, then it'll be all good. He'll just take all the kids. But I feel really guilty about doing that because not because of him. He'll be fine. But I feel really guilty just leaving them. It's just mum guilt. So we'll see how the logistics go. It's mainly the Alex that I feel guilty about. The other two are, older. They're more self-sufficient. They don't need me so much. Whereas, I don't know, up until they're like 1.5, I don't know, I feel more connected. Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Next, let's do another whip, I guess. All over the place. So, with In Our Hearts, I wanted, in June, I wanted to get 2 paragraphs done, and I did. Excuse me. But then I wanted to get more done in July, and that's not going to happen. So I wanted to get, last time you saw it, goodness, might have to stand up. So last time you saw it, I hadn't done any of this purple through here, and that was the goal for that 1 week. So I think I did that in, I did that in June. And then I wanted to get these 2 paragraphs here. I think I did that in 1 week. So I wanted to get these 2 done in 1 week. And then the outline of the centre done. But obviously it's almost, it's not going to happen. So I'm going to try and do this month, some of this. But we have to go to Brisbane. Not like this weekend, it's Friday here. So not like tomorrow, but next week, and then that's it. It's over. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but yeah. So it says, death took you away from us. I wish you could have stayed. You filled our lives with so much joy, such an impact you made. I know not what the future holds, nor if we'll meet again, but you'll live on within our hearts. Of that I am certain. So that's the rest of the poem. I've got to finish that. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I have picked up a couple of little errors in the chart where the letters are, but I'm going to fix them up. I was just going to finish off all the words so that if I do any other mistakes, I could do it all at once. Fix all of them up, and then I'll send the chart out again to Michelle and Karina, who are the only 2 people that have it so far, and then it shouldn't have any issues with it. So yes, so let me just start marking off some stuff. Did that. Alex is moving. New starts. I have 2 new starts. One of them was planned, the other one was spur of the moment. Just checking the monitor. So one of them, and I will insert a picture here. So that's what it's going to look like. That is a custom, well, that's a photograph of my eldest, who is now 5, and myself when she was newborn. And I sent that off to Heaven and Earth Designs, Michelle. She charted it. Oh my god, step goals reached. I'm not stepping. So she charted it for me, and it has taken me a long time. I got it charted when she was like 2 years old, but it has taken me a long time to start it because I kind of wanted to start it on her birthday, and then I kept missing it. Like, we were just busy. I didn't forget her birthday. We just, her birthday was busy, so then I didn't get to start it. And then I was like, well, I'm not going to wait. I'll just start it whenever I want. But then I had so much other stuff to keep me busy, I didn't feel the need. So I started it on her birthday. So I started it on her 5th birthday, and I have this little start. It's about a quarter of a page almost, but it's all 310, which is actually anchor black. So that's, I've only done that, and I'm sort of just making shapes with it as I sort of feather, so I don't get lines and things. But I'm not hating it. I thought I was going to hate it, and I think that's one of the reasons I hadn't started it. But I'm not. I'm really enjoying it. And I have 3 pages of black to go. Or 3 pages of black, yeah, pretty much to go, before I start to get into any of the actual image. Because that whole top left of that photo is black. But I think it'll be fine. And I did that in 4 nights. That's all I did in July. The 4 nights of stitching was that. And I did a quarter of a page. So that's a page in 20 days, which is the 3 pages, because it's just black, it goes really quick. 3 pages in 2 months. So that's really exciting, but I don't know. I've got the retreat to go to. We have a holiday just before the retreat, which is like 2 weeks, and I won't be probably doing much stitching there. I certainly won't be doing that because it's huge, because I won't be taking it with me. So we'll see. Now, what I wanted to say, oh my gosh, my stuff is falling. I'm racing, aren't I? I know I have a lot to talk about, so Danielle, Needlecraft Danny, all of that black that you just saw was with the anchor that she sent me. I already had anchor up here, but I didn't use that. So my plan is to use this anchor through all of those first pages, apart from I'll save some. I might save one of these, like whole things, and then the last couple of pages I'm going to do with that black, so that that gift is the beginning of that stitching, and then the end, to start and end with that really thoughtful gift, because it really did mean so much to me. So I've just been stitching away with that. I still have, she gave me 5 skeins, so I'm hoping I can get a lot of that top section done, which is that bulk black, and then I'll save a little bit and finish it. So that's really special to me. The chart is special, those threads are special. It just means a lot. Now, let's finish off the whips. So I had another new start, and I don't even remember, this is in my Alice bag from Bags Plus. Those other bags, this one was the So Much to Love bag that I bought quite a while ago, and the Floss Buddy is Bags Plus. It matches. That was a happy coincidence. And then the other ones were ones that I've made. So I made a start on, and I actually did a start with me video, but I wasn't sure if it was good enough to post. It's all ready to go, but then I chickened out because I had a lot of issues with the focus on the camera, and I also I think I was just blabbering a lot. So if you want to see me start this, comment below, and if one person wants to see it, I'll post it. and then if you don't like it, you can just switch it off. So I started A Bird in Hand by Barbara Anna, and I started it on gingerbread. It's a Crafty Kitten mystery box gingerbread. So I just started at the bottom of the hand, and I've only done a little bit of it because then it was July. I can't even remember why I started doing this. I honestly can't. There was a reason. And this comes with something pretty cool. I have some really cool stuff this video that I wanted to show, which is why I know it's going to be long. Just take my working copies out. Michelle posted about a Bitsy Bob, and I need to do my review on Etsy still of this. I just have been slack. Michelle posted about her Bitsy Bob, and she had a custom photo on there, and that's just, if I can put my kids on something, my kids are going to be on it, because that's just, to have them, I don't know, with me while I'm stitching, because I'll try to stitch when they're in bed, because if I actually had them sitting with me while I'm stitching, it would be a mess. Isn't that so cool? She even messaged me and let me, she had a couple of options for what fabric went here, and I got her to put in, so this is supposed to be the date you started stitching, established happy stitcher, but I put in the date that my daughter was born, like the year 2014. My first daughter was born that I gave birth to, because that's the first time I became like a mum. I suppose, like I really, really, really felt like a proper mum. So that just changed my whole life, basically. So that's when I established as me, the person I am now. Now, enough of that. So the Bitsy Bob has this little pocket for the stuff in it. I'm sure you've all seen a Bitsy Bob before. And then my everything's spinning. Oh, there's a magnet in there, and my needle minder just got stuck to it. And I have a needle, so I'm just trying not to lose my needle. So there's a magnet there that holds your needles, and I've got a random little needle minder there, and then the thread sticks. It's pretty cool. So I'm actually using, for this one, I'm completely converting it. This is the silk that I'm using for the hand. Again, I'm a mess with my silks. I have another way, which I'll show in a minute. I don't know what I've done here. Oh, some people are screaming at me. Sort out your floss. My silk. And then I've got, that was a Water Lilies chili, I think. Yeah, chili. Water Lilies. And then I'm using this red and this blue for the bird. So, nowhere near any of that yet. I might take this one with me. We've got to catch a train. We're catching the train to Brisbane because it was like $4,000 to catch the plane for all of us. And we were like, no. So we're going to catch the train, and it's like 24 hours on the train. So I'm going to take something with me. But I don't know. I'll probably just be wrangling children the entire time. So I don't know if that's going to happen. Oh, where's my working copy? I gotta put stuff away. New start. Don't try and watch this on like extra speed because it'll be gibberish because I'm talking so fast. That's all my whips. All my actual whips. I have Happy Mail and I have plans. And I don't know what to start with. I'm going to start with plans. So, it's just, this is the first thing I hand landed on. I got the Love You More Studio Co. Alice in Wonderland box. And in that box was Mad Plant. Alice's Mad Plant by Michelle Bendy. I'm super happy about this because I have, unless it's ones I don't know about, all of Michelle's designs so far, because I have the Cross Stitch magazines, which has the first two, I think, unless there's another one I don't know about, and I have this one. So, I'm stitching up all of them. So, that's a start that's coming up. I actually don't have any fabric or thread picked out for this yet, but I'm just keeping it in the sleeve that I got in the box. And then I've already distributed everything out because I pretty much, apart from this pile of stuff, I packed everything away because I couldn't deal with it anymore. So I only have a couple of things. I think the mug is like there on my shelf that you got. You got a mug. It was really nice. Maybe I'll grab it. We got a mirror, which is in this baggie. We've got a pin, but I've already utilising that. We've got a key ring. Like I said, most of the stuff is gone. But this, I think this was one of my favourite parts. Apart from obviously the chart and the sleeve, and there's bookmarks and all sorts of stuff. That's an iron-on patch. I don't know what this is going on, but it's going to be amazing. This is so pretty. It's not even doing it justice, to be honest. It's really, really nice. It says, I'm late for a very important date. I really love that. I really, really, really love it. And this was all the stuff that was in the box. It had this really pretty artwork on it. And then we also got this print. Like I said, it's all, most of it's still sort of hanging out in here, but I put a heap of it away. So that's a plan. I got to pick out the stuff for it. It's likely that it might go on one of these, but this is another plan. Oh, have I shown this one before? I don't know. This one is for, and I don't want to show, I don't know if I can't show it because it's just the chart. I don't have a picture of it, but this is Michelle's Love. It's a little basket and it's got some flowers and it's got a flying key. Oh, not flowers, sorry, hearts. And it's got a flying key and a lock. It's her love design from the first Cross Stitch magazine, and it's hanging out in this one, and oh, I love that fabric. I like the Floss Body colorway better than that, but this works better with this fabric. These cool skulls. I don't know why, but this just felt Michelle Bendy to me. Is that wrong, Michelle? Is this, I don't know, it's purple and it's just cool and it's got this fantastic print and it's a Love You More Studio Co sleeve. It just felt you, which is why your chart's in it. And I have fabric options here. That is running out of battery. I'm going to have to charge that. I have some fabric options here, but I have not decided which one to use yet. And I actually had a different fabric which I thought I was going to use, but it got snapped up for another project. So I got to pick the fabric and I got to do a floss toss. But then there's something else that's come up that I also want to use these fabrics for. So I don't know. All in good time. I need to get myself sorted. So I have so many plans, don't I? I think I'm in a starting frenzy because I think I'm going to start all the things, which is very unlike me. This one I'm going to show. This is in my, I don't know, was it called Seeing Red? It's a snuggle. It's really soft. Love You More Studio Co sleeve. It is Kismet Stitches. I started this. Diana and Michelle Bendy both did this. And this, I actually think there was, well, I know there was some light tearing from me in regards to this one. So it's a stitch, it's a movement, not a stitch along, I think is the hashtag, and there's another hashtag, I need to double check what it is. And they've been showing this on the video, so I figured because it's free for everyone, they wouldn't mind if I show it. It's You I Like. I'm going to stitch this for a few people. I just need to get my act together and get it done. As usual, I'm late to the game, and I will be late to getting them out. It might even be over for most people by the time I do it, but that doesn't change how much I like you. So regardless of if I do it now, or if I do it in a month's time or 3 months' time, it's still you I like. So I think it'll be fine. So I need to kit up some of these because I don't know. I'm going to do them different for each person. And whether I nail it, I don't know, but that's what I'm going to do. More plans. Next, moving on. I won this on one of the auctions. I won every auction for this because this is quite meaningful for me. So, Shapes of Autism cross stitch pattern. I got the other pattern, and then I got all the goodies that went with it. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them all yet. They're still a little close to my heart for me to be giving them away, but I might maybe do something later, or someone else that it means a lot to, I might do something with. But this is in the birds sleeve because, again, meaningful, and pink because, again, meaningful. But my daughter, my 5-year-old, kitted this up with me. So it's school holidays here at the moment, so she's home, so I took the opportunity to take her aside, and we pulled out all my colour and cotton, and I had it organised. I've only just changed my organisational system of it, but she picked all the threads, and I basically had 7 boxes, 7 little boxes, and it just had like the greens in one box and red in the other box, sort of thing, grouped together, so it was easier to find colours. She chose this because it's pink. She loves pink. Spoiler, she loves pink. So she chose this fabric, which I thought she would. I just grabbed a few different options. That grab bag's basically worth of options, and I threw this pink in, which is what I was going to use for Bendy's Love project, but now I'm using it for this. And then she picked the threads. Actually, I should keep that out, shouldn't I? Sprinkles. So then she picked the threads. Now, she just chose one of each, and then we went through and we decided where they were going to go. And these are the threads that she chose, minus one of the pinks, because I'll get into that in a sec. So these are the threads that she chose. They're pretty cool. And then she chose this pink as well. Now, I don't think that pink's going to turn up. And then her second option that she chose was this pink. And I'm not sure if that's going to turn up either. It's sort of the two different pinks that are in there. Oh, hubby's home. Alright. So, she picked these two pinks, and I'm going to try them, but I don't think they're going to work. And then that was, I got some Victorian mottos out instead. And, because she kept picking light pinks. I had some beautiful dark pinks, but she wanted light pinks. And I think that's going to work if the others don't. But I'm going to try the others first. We'll see, because they were her first choices. But this one, she liked this one too. Excuse me. So that's sort of the colourway that it's going to be. And it's not anything like there's a big blue piece in the pattern, and she chose that one to be pink because, spoiler, she likes pink. So my plan is to start it, to figure out where I need to start it, and then get her to help me stitch it, because I think that would be special. So yeah, so she chose and I wrote down, I've got the conversion written down of what she wanted everything, where she wanted everything, but the blue is a big pink piece on a big pink piece of fabric, so it's definitely her. And then just sort of kept them separate. Oh, and this was because she likes pink, I just went with it. That was one of the needle minders. It was from Barefoot Needle Art. That's where the chart and the needle minders and I think the fobs where everything came from the auction. So that's the needle minder I'm going to use. Alright, I think, no, I've got one more. I've got all the starts planned. Oh, have I shown this bag? How good is this bag? He matches one of my floss buddies, the bird. I like this bag. That's So Much Love. All the sleeves I've shown, oh my eye. It's been Love You More Studio Co. I think. Yes. So, this is a whopper. When I first got this, I freaked. But, it's Mermaid's Folly. Get the glare off it. It's got that, like these ones are these broken up. Is this broken up? And then, like that is printed separately, and then that is printed separately, and then that is printed separately. So you could just do like the mermaid and the man, or the mermaid and the dragon, or just the dragon, or just the man. You can do the whole thing. I, of course, oh my eye, am doing the whole thing. I'm doing the whole thing, of course, because that's me. And I have everything picked out for it. I'm going to use Sandstorm. Which is kind of purpley grey with like a beigey colour, I guess. It's really pretty. I'm going to be using that one. And then, because how this one works is you stitch this or this here, that's just fabric. You just stitch this dark part. So I'm going to stitch it on that fabric because I think it'll look really, really pretty. And I'm going to stitch it in this thread. Now, this is a Silk and Colours. It's called Peekaboo. I love it, but, and I bought it for this chart, but I ordered it and it came and it was exactly as it was pictured. I bought it from Kitten Stitcher. It was exactly as pictured and I went, oh my god, that's amazing, because I wasn't sure how it was going to come. And then I thought, yes, I definitely need to use it, but there's a lot of variegation in that. A lot. And I was worried about that. Because I'm stitching, if it's too variegated, it's going to draw your eye away from what your eye is supposed to be drawn to, which is negative space, which is the actual image. So, I ordered, and I have a backup, but I ordered this. This works in my brain. I don't know if it will work in real life. I ordered a hank of this. Silks For You, a light grey. The reason I ordered this is it's basically one colour. It's not really variegated. So it's going to mellow it out and make it so that that colour is actually what you want to be looking at. Like, it's going to make the picture stand out properly. But I also didn't want to get rid of that beautiful pink. So this actually is a little lighter than what I originally wanted, but I think the pink is not going to get lost, because if I go too dark, I think that light pink and those lighter colours will get lost, and the purples and stuff. But hey, Oh my gosh. I have a backup, so I'm going to do some test stitches. I'm doing it 2/110 on 40 count because it's going to take up all this silk just to do that. And it's, one, she didn't have more than that in stock, and two, that was already really expensive. But I do have a backup now. If the grey doesn't work, while I was ordering, I ordered another hank because one, it was too beautiful not to order, and I have it here, and two, I wasn't 100% if it was going to work. If it doesn't work, this is more variegated, but I think it will still be okay because it's variegated, but it's similar to the actual colour that I've got. So I have this, and if the grey works, I'm going to stick with that and use this for something else. But I have, isn't it shiny? Isn't that beautiful? So I have this as a backup, which is darker, so it might draw your eye more to it. It's going to make a more consistent colour. But I'm not sure if that, I'm going to lose all that pink if I do that. So that's why I want to go with the grey. So, excuse me while I pack up. Oh, and she sent me a free needle minder, which I haven't put away yet. So, a little flamingo. Isn't he cute? Silks for you. So it's crafted kitten fabric, silken colours, and silks for you on Mermaid's Folly. So whether it's the grey silks for you or the purple silks for you, it'll be one of them. So they're all my plans. Ish. I don't know if they'll get done. I don't know when they're going to get done. Time is the real kicker. More stuff, more stuff, more stuff. So, Garon totes bags. I ordered some because I can't help myself. But they were running a giveaway as well, and I won. Look. So that needs to be started, and that needs to be done because that's cool. Hats off to Uncle Sam. Blackbird designs. It's really pretty. Not American, but I'm going to see if I can adapt it somehow. But it's still pretty, even just stitched that way. So thank you, because that was really cool. I don't normally win stuff, so that was special. I ordered these two. These are actually, this is for my daughter, and this is for my son. But they're in like destructo mode at the moment. So they're like, there's a mess over there, which I just got them to sleep. And I need to clean up because I started making this video before someone woke up. So I need to clean up. But they're sort of destroying stuff at the moment. So I sort of gave it to them. And then they didn't really notice when it got, like, after they'd stopped using it that night, I sort of just squirreled it away. So I don't know if I'll just give it to them when they're a bit older, or maybe when they're through this destructo phase. But my daughter loves Halloween. She adores it. Look at the colours in that. So I got her this, and then I was lucky enough to snag the matching little bag for her. Because I'm always buying things for myself, and then I feel kind of guilty. But my daughter loves bags. She loves to put stuff in bags. And then there's this. I got this one for my son. This is so cute, and he likes puppies. But they didn't have a matching puppy one left. It was already gone by the time I got on there. But they had this cute little llama, so I got him that one instead. And it has green. So Garon totes. These are really nice, guys. I have ordered more of them, and I have some more put away. but there's nothing in them yet. But seeing as I didn't know when my kids were going to tax these back off me, I thought I should give them their moment in the spotlight now before they disappear from my grasp. I have another Garum tote right here. This one's for me, and this has a bunch of stuff in it, but it has Victorian motto floss in it. And I'm not going to do a big floss showdown or anything, but when I was looking for pink floss, because that's what my daughter wanted for the autism chart, I had just gotten this in. So as opposed to going through the other Victorian motto that I had and had already put away, I actually just grabbed this out because I knew it was full of pink, and I thought she'll find a pink that she likes in here. So I just sort of wanted to do a real quick show because I've already taxed one of them, and then I'll just put the rest of these pink away. But this is all pink, and I actually really like stitching with pink. I really do. I think it's really pretty. And depending on how you use it, it can either be really sweet or it can kind of just be really cool. So there they all are. This is Mother's Flower Garden. Super pretty. Victorian motto. I am a fan. Maybe sad when pretty much now I can't buy anymore. Well, yeah, pretty much now. So pretty. The other things I got this time from Victorian motto were these fabrics, and I've got them right here, so in there with the other stuff, so I'll quickly show them, and I'm not going to go crazy with them, but these were the 3 months. I got all 3 months worth, and these are just such beautiful sampler. Aren't they beautiful colours? They're all 36 count because that's my favourite at the moment. I've just been ordering it up. I love this one. I love them all. They're so beautiful. So they're the fabric clubs, and what she'll do is you can just buy 3 months worth, and then she sends it in one heap, so that if you're not in the States, it doesn't cost you a fortune in shipping. She's really, really lovely, Nancy. I highly, highly, highly recommend. Okay. Next. It's just very showy at the moment. So, we all know that I'm doing the Esther Benson. I'm going to start that probably next year, I hope. And I have everything for it because I bought the material pack because it was on sale from Sassy Jack's. Hanging out in Llama because I reckon Esther would have liked rainbows. And they're all my flosses, but I didn't know how I wanted to use these. And again, Michelle, because honestly, I haven't had the time to watch many people. I've been watching Emily, Tess, Needlecraft Annie, Michelle, Bendy, who else have I watched? It is Kismet. I can't remember. I've been watching a few people, but Michelle mentioned that I've wanted one of these for a really, really long time. It's a Floss Inn. And she did a review. That's what she did. She did a review. And then she had like a 15% off coupon code for them. And because I've wanted them for so long, but I just haven't had the courage to buy one, I thought I would take advantage of the coupon code and finally get one. So, my issue with floss is I love floss buddies. Love them. And I've stored specialty threads in them. And DMC, but Esther has satin stitches, and I know Karina has a new floss buddy that does specialty thread, but I haven't tried it yet. I haven't got one, so I thought I'd give this a go because I think they can be used for different things. I think Floss Buddies can be used a certain way, and the Floss Inn can be used for a different purpose. This has satin stitches, and what I worry about when I bobinate or just poke stuff in is that it will get all bent, and then when I try to lay satin stitches, I'm going to run into problems because it's not going to lay as nicely as I would like it to lay. So I thought, because this winds around, and it's just shoved in there because I was just testing it, I thought because this was around a round bobbin, it might not kink. And then I can stitch it without having to worry about that. So I just grabbed one of the, because I'm adding a couple of colours to Esther. I don't know if that's kosher, but I stitch what I want. So this is the pink I'm using, and then it's just sort of around the bobbin, and it's not, I've been looking at it, it's not kinking so far. That's on the outside. I don't know if it would get kinky towards the inside. So I need to, like I said, I don't think I'm going to start it till next year. So I'm not in a huge rush to get everything on there. But I need to bobinate the rest of them. They're the extra colours I'm using. And then see how that goes. So that's what I'm going to be using. So that's a new goodie that came in for Esther. And I just wanted to share that because I don't know if anyone else has been worried about that. And this might be a solution that they're interested in if they want to spend the money on a Floss Inn. It's really nice. It is really, really nice. I'm very happy with it. We're nearing the end. I just today put my deposit down on the autumn box for Colour and Cotton, but I still hadn't shown you the Stars and Stripes box I got. And I know I'm from Australia and that the Stars and Stripes are generally the American flag. If you look at the Australian flag, it's kind of the same colours. You've got the Union Jack, you've got the blue, and you've got the white stars. So I kind of think it works anyway, and I just love Colour and Cotton. Let's be honest. So I'm in for all of it. 36 count. The limited edition fabric was this. Very nice neutral. Pretty. They only had a small box for this. That's what I got. There is a needle minder, which I can't get out. It's very nice. So there's that. There is some hair-dyed silk ribbon. 13 millimeters. I have some silk ribbon, but it's not this thick, so that's actually going to be good because I want to try my hand at doing some ribbon flowers on something. And then we got these colours. Hubby's just making himself some food because he did afternoon shift, so he's hungry. He's pretty self-sufficient, so like a normal adult would be. Aren't they pretty? You can always use beautiful reds and blues and golds and stunning. As usual, Colour and Cotton, stunning. Can't speak highly enough of their threads and their fabric. And then there was a silk, which is this beautiful light blue. Please. And then there's this. Now this is a quilting fabric, I believe. I think I've lost the little list of everything, but it's obviously hand dyed because it's colour and cotton. Isn't this is a big piece. This is big. Look at that. You know what I might make a design or find a design of something, and I might put all my silk ribbon and that red silk ribbon and do some hand embroidery on this. I just decided that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it happen. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I think that'll work. Because look, and I have some other, like I said, I have some other silk ribbon. Like little silk flowers, yeah, with that. That'll be nice. I had issues with this silk ribbon because I ordered some other colours, and I didn't get them. So what I had been planning to use the ribbon for wasn't quite working out in my head because I didn't have all the colours that I was expecting, that I'd sort of planned out everywhere. So then it just got put on hold. Because it came from the US and it was shipping, I don't pay shipping. So the other thing I wanted to show you was, look at that cotton. They're pretty. So I am organising my PDF charts because I forget what I have otherwise. And I have some beautiful PDF charts that I have not even thought about starting because I buy them and then they get put away. So I have some freebie charts which I'll just flash really quick, like random flash, that are more for when my kids maybe want to do stitching. And then I have the linen and thread stitch along is in here, and then just all of my charts. So I'm working on that now. All the chatelaines that I have. So just a picture, not the actual chart, just the first picture that I could get off that chart, so that I can flick through and then I can go to the computer and print the chart off or download it onto my iPad or whatever and then stitch it. So that is a work in progress. I actually think that Tess Stitches was doing something like this. I think she actually had her charts in a folder though. I'm not 100% sure. I might have just got the idea from her and then subconsciously, slowly over the last couple of months decided it was my own. I'm not sure. But I think that she does something similar, but that's what I'm working on doing, just printing a little bit at a time. Then there is, I'll do crochet last. This is not stitching, technically, this one. But this is too fantastic for me not to show you. And just because you like stitching, got hair everywhere. Just because you like stitching doesn't mean you don't like Harry Potter and the books. It's hardcover, it's illustrated, it is amazing. The reason I got this is because I've started trying to read a little bit of Harry Potter, but I don't think the kids are that interested in it, and I want to read them with my first books that I read, but I also think that it would be nice to read with these illustrated pages. I think it might capture the interest more. It is beautiful. They only have up to 3 out. And 4 is coming out later in the year. So my plan is to get them all. And then I think it's about 2 years between all the next ones. And what's really interesting is I got into the Harry Potter books when the first 3 were out. So I was given the first Harry Potter book and then I just didn't read it because I was a kid. And then I was, sorry, I'm distracted by my husband. And then when I got into it, when I actually read it and thought, oh my god, this is amazing. The 3rd book was out by the time I did that. And then the 4th book was coming out shortly after I'd finished the 3rd book, which was really good timing. Sorry, had to go to put baby to sleep. Where was I? Yes, Harry Potter book, I think. Then, when I was there, I walked past this, and I could not resist. It's really, really pretty. And I really, really like it. So I bought that book as well, but I had also ordered this, and this came today. And this is a book sleeve. It's from Story Hero. Isn't that beautiful? But it has this little pouch as well, which is a little bit stretchy, and you can put stuff in here. Oh, there's the pin from the Alice box, and it fits this Alice book so perfectly. And here it's got like waterproofing in it. It's got a flap, some Velcro. That was a thick book. This is the epic size. This fits full-size charts, like the Hands Across the Sea chart. I tested it. And then it has like spots for highlighters and scissors and stuff. And I think it's waterproof. Like there's a hole there. But a little waterproof from like spills and stuff. So these would make amazing project bags. And that is what I'm going to use them for. As well as, obviously, keeping books in. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, Story Hero. I'm really chuffed. And the insides are, like, that's just black. But some of them are different. So, I don't think they're, like, crazy different. But when I looked online, one of them has, like, blue stripes inside, and one of them has dragon scales and stuff, so that's pretty special. And then I'll do this. This is in my Book Bestie sleeve. This is the blanket that I'm working on for my 5-year-old, and I wanted to get up to the grey by July, and I actually almost finished it, like the whole ball, by beginning of July. Then I haven't done much more, but it's coming along. So I'm going to just keep going out a little bit more, and then I'm going to measure it, and then I might start going up. I'm not sure when I'm going to go like actually up. So what I have is that's one hank or whatever it was of yarn that I bought, and then this is one. So that's obviously a lot thinner because the diagonals are so much longer. So then the next one would be even smaller than that. But I actually have 9 balls to do this, to make it big enough. I originally had 3, and then I realised that wasn't going to be anywhere near big enough. And because otherwise it would be like a square. Like I would have had to start shrinking again. So I went and bought 6 more. And I have twice as 2/3 of the pink to 1/3 of the grey. And so I'm going to have 2 balls worth in here, so it'll be a bit thicker and it'll be about the same length. And then a grey, and then 2, and then a grey, and then 1. So it'll look like that. So I should shrink at about the same point, hopefully. That's if I do my math right. I think that's right. And then I have the other ones, the blue and the yellow on lay-by, the extra ones. And I'm just paying that off like a ball a fortnight. So that's going really well. And I'm actually really happy. I'm not sure that it's actually got anything to do with my skill, but it's really straight. So that makes me happy. So I have, whoops, I just undid everything I just folded. So that's how much I have left of that pink. And that's it. And I might leave it there, guys. I'm not sure if I missed anything because I got a bit thrown. But thanks again for stopping by. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for giving me thumbs up. And just thanks for listening to me because I'm a waffler. So everyone have a really great time stitching. Alright, thank you. Bye.